Hi, it's your coach, Joe Lucas. Welcome to your Practice Power daily coaching video for Tuesday, the 19th of November. I was just talking to a relatively new client that's coming on board to work with our coaching team. And we were talking about changing, making a lot of changes. And, this person said, well, Joe, I just need to change everything. And I don't disagree. I've talked to this person, they need to make a lot of change. But here's the problem we have as human beings. Massive change for most people, unless you're like in a lot of pain. Like, if you know that you have to, like it's an absolute must, it has to happen now. Unless you have that threshold experience, making massive change is probably not in your best interest. You want to always think in terms of incremental changes. Now, when I work with somebody in their practice, I make the statement usually. I'll say, look, we have to renovate the house, but we also have to live in it. So my point being is, look, I can't take your practice and shut you down for 90 days. And say no client contacts, no marketing, no referral conversation, no client service, because we're just going to fix everything in your world. We're going to have you come in day 1, and then day 90, we're going to transform you. Or even 30 days, we'll transform you. You've got to stay engaged in the business. My point being is small changes. Small changes on a regular basis, to me, is always better than massive change. The challenge with small changes, though, is you don't sometimes see massive immediate results. I've always said that whatever you do today in this business, from a habit change, a belief change, a behavior change, rarely shows up in your bank account for 90 days. So if you say, look, I'm going to start doing this today, maybe you're going to say, well, I'm going to start asking for introduction. I'm going to ask for one introduction a day, which is so basic. But if you don't get a name today, does that mean you failed? If you don't get a name this week, does that mean you failed? If you don't get a name this month, does that mean you failed? No. I've said to a lot of you that I work with personally, and if those of you have heard me talk, in different groups, and we'll just say on referrals for a second because it's a good behavioral one. I've said to you, if you just commit to 3 to 5 times a day, mentioning introductions to your clients, and you commit to do that for a year, regardless of the results you get for that 12 months, you'll never have to worry again about new households for the rest of your career. Now, and I can demonstrate that. Evidence, stories, examples, references. But why doesn't everybody do that? You know why? Because we get impatient. And we don't see immediate results. What do? We say, oh, this doesn't work, let's do something else. And you just, you talk about reinventing the wheel. This industry is a case study in reinventing wheels. And it's usually wrong. It's usually not in your best interest. So what I want you to think about are small incremental changes done consistently. This is about evolving. Evolution, not revolution. Okay? Remember, this is a business of what? Habits, beliefs, and behaviors. In other words, it's about you. And we all know how much humans love change. How much you love change. So think about this. We're getting into business planning season pretty soon, right? We're going to be looking at it, and I want you to really get your mind around, hey, regular, small, incremental changes done daily, weekly is the key here, not massive changes done and then we revert back when it doesn't work, okay? So have a great Tuesday, and I'll be with you again tomorrow morning.